This is the Sim Pit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Happy Hump Day. Mike. I haven't done that one. Mike. Guess what day it is? It's Hump Day. It is Wednesday. It's a glorious Wednesday here in the Sim Pit studios, as we have so many awesome projects going on right now. In fact, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. You probably hear my air conditioning buzzing. It is hot in here because we are well at work. Today it was the unboxing day of the Logitech G923 wheel. Been doing that, hanging out on SimPit Live at Twitch, unboxing that, getting it on the rig. And as soon as we finish this pit stop, we're going to start playing with that wheel, or finish getting it mounted and move on to the driving aspects of testing that wheel. That'll be SimPit Live on Twitch until our full review comes out here on YouTube. So that means I'm going to really hurry through today's show. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, if you have something very important, you want a question of me, type in some question marks so I see it, type in some exclamation marks so I see it, anything so I can see your question or comment if it's something I really need to look at. 3070 equals 2080 tie. So if you already are high, there's no point in upgrading unless you're going higher than that. He tested on Project Cars 3. Does Project Cars 3 have True Force? Anyway, I am going to blow through today's show so that I can get back to the fun part. Not that this isn't fun, not that this isn't great, but the big perk for me about the pit stop each day, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, is hanging out with you guys, right? Well, you can still hang out with me at SimPit Live on Twitch, so I can blow through the pit stop and get to what is more fun than talking about the news, that being talking about a new wheel and testing it, and then all of our great conversation can carry on during. So, Marco, yes, I am still talking. I'm gonna have to hurry it up. So, why isn't iRacing in the title when I used an iRacing screenshot in the thumbnail? Well, actually, Eric, it is. It's just secret. It's embedded. So let's talk about that. In fact, I'll make that my #1 story. Wait. Here we go. Make that my #1 story. If you look at the title, my very, very first heading is Tires Wins Races. And Tires Wins Races is talking about this topic right here. Variable tire compounds coming to McLaren MP430 iRacing Grand Prix Series. The reason I say Tires Wins Races, and that's the quote from Days of Thunder, is because it's true. Tires win races. Variable tire compounds. So you can see the Pirelli P0 tires in white, yellow, and red. Soft, medium, and hard compound. It's going to affect your strategy. It's going to affect the way you drive. And it is going to be another level of playing chess at certain levels of racing. I think when you get to the top guys, much like Formula 1, they're pretty on top of what the way to go is. Every once in a while, a Formula 1 team takes a gamble. When others went with a certain combo, they went differently with a completely different strategy. But generally speaking, is that okay? I just have to scroll up on the Twitter then. Thank you, Devin. So anyway, the strategy of Grand Prix racing comes to iRacing in 2020 Season 4 with the addition of variable tire compounds in McLaren MP430. Featuring our most up-to-date tire parameters, you'll have the opportunity to choose between soft, medium, and hard tires as you balance top speed and durability throughout an event. Just one thing. You have to start the race with fresh tires from the same compound you qualified with, so choose wisely. That will be a changer. I'm not 100. Yeah, it did take a long time, and you know, tire model is one of those first thing that people point a finger at when we start questioning a sim or looking at a sim and judging a sim, assessing a sim. Tire model is such a huge factor. And to go to multiple compounds is one thing at the Codemasters level. It's a different thing at our top sim level. PLA and ABS tires. How do you 3D print them? How do you want them? Let's see what Devin was talking about. So here is our post there, and it looks like we've already seen, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I just saw it. Dun, dun, dun. Where's my headphones? Oh, but iRacing, I've already driven it in Project Cars 3. That's their whole tease? That's all I get? That's it? Is there more? No, that's the Dallara. Alright, well, it's official. There it is. The Corvette C8R owns the track, and soon it's coming to PWN. Oh, own. Isn't that supposed to own the world? I'm not sure. And of course the racing version, not the street version. $23 in here. September. September is now. Crandon, we talked about Crandon on Monday, but I don't mind going back to this. Joa, someone finally jumped on that. Thank you, Joa. How did this not leak? So true. Expensive build coming. Yes, it is, Billy. Oh! Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, by the way. I was talking to my buddy Benjamin just yesterday about Crandon, and we were talking about, oh great, iRacing, iRacer's ability to enter turn 1 under normal circumstances. What about iRacing's ability? And he's like, yeah, but you know what? The reason people love Crandon so much is because in real life, there's a giant pile up right at that same point. It's no different. He's like, we're no different than them. They make a mess of this, and that's why Crandon is one of the favorites of the off-roading world, fan-wise. Riddle me this, TFR says. Riddle me this. Which car gets the boot from IMSA series unless they figured out how to race the car model cap? I don't know. We are good at crashing cars, Road Rally. Road Rally, you have to understand, in America, crashing cars is a form of entertainment in its own. Whether you're talking monster trucks or what's that, Autosaurus or whatever, that smash 'em up derbies. You know, anybody who's my age, I mean, you remember the Malachi Crunch, right? Oh, Joa, last minute voting. I don't know. Was there a problem with the mailbox? I don't know if we got all our votes in. The C8, Que Paso, GT3. Yeah, we were talking this morning, TFR, about having a ceremony for the HPD. Can we have a moment of silence for the HPD? All right, what else? What else we have? I had more from iRacing. Let's see. Okay, so the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series competition returns to Tuesdays for remainder of 2020. So NASCAR and iRacing announced today the remainder of the 2020 eNASCAR Coca-Cola will remain on Tuesday nights. They used to be. The series was previously scheduled to shift to Thursdays, aired on NBC NASCAR America for the final 6 events, but will return to its traditional Tuesday dates and times on eNASCAR.com. Do you guys remember? Now, am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong here. NBC Sports Channel NASCAR America is real primetime TV. Did I not say that all of these groups would turn their back on us as quick as they jumped on board? Man, how quick are they going to forget how much we saved their ass? Formula One, NASCAR, IndyCar. We saved your asses as you go turning the lights off. Bumped back to Tuesday, bumped back to eNASCAR.com. I like the positive sounding post, but am I wrong? Am I wrong on this one, you guys? Please tell me. Darlington, Tuesday, September 8th. Las Vegas, Tuesday, September 22nd. Talladega. Yeah, I was bound. I mean, I didn't state the unobvious here, Dennis, right? Yeah, no. It's just, but again, how quick they will forget. It's one thing to turn off the light switch. It's another to forget. Now, here's the bottom line. Being fair. We're doing the Logitech wheel today. We've been talking money and economics all day already. If the ratings had been through the roof for this, then it would be carried on. The reality is, I suspect, that for the first or second events, there was such a jump of fans to watch it because they had been in a drought of motorsport entertainment. And after a couple, it was like, yeah, but that's just sim racing, right? As cool as it looks, it's just sim racing. So I assume had the ratings been through the roof, we'd still be on TV. That's the real reality. So we'll get there, you guys. It's not like Fortnite's on prime time every night. Let's see here. All right, what else? What else do we have? The 2020 iRacing Rallycross World Championship schedule is released. And starting off September 26th at Hell. Hell, Daytona, Atlanta, Iowa, Hell, Sonoma, Lucas, Phoenix, Sonoma. So there is your schedule. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 races. Dan the Tig. That was the real NBC. See, and that's with NASCAR, they brought in their announcers, and I felt that way too from the very beginning, that there was a lack of enthusiasm in the way they presented it. They should have brought in the guys who'd been doing it forever. In other cases, they stuck with the sim racing broadcasters, I believe. Joe, no, they blacklisted me. That's what people usually do when they hear me talking about them, is they blacklist me. So I'm sure, yeah. All right, so that takes us Road Rally Race on Thursday. What was that an answer to? Let's see. That was for Road Rally Race. Asked. Wins WRC 9 stream. Thursday. Is Thursday our day? Is that tomorrow or next? That's next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. All right, let's move right along. We talked variable tires. Yes, Assetto Corsa Competizione console update. Console. That's a very good thing. I've been playing Competizione, and I have re-fallen in love with Assetto Corsa Competizione. I have to be honest. I have really, really enjoyed every minute that I've been playing Assetto Corsa Competizione recently on the PC. The console, not so much. No, Stray, in my opinion, compared to the PC, no contest. Now, if you don't have a PC, if you're just racing others, on the Xbox One, now it's not a 1S that I used, it played so poorly that I would recommend sticking to Forza. But maybe it plays better on the PlayStation. Maybe it plays better on the Xbox One S. I was disappointed by comparison. Anyway, so September update. Wheel profiles for brands. Force feedback fine-tune. Max steer lock changes to Logitech G923. Which wheel? Force feedback enabled for some additional Fanatic wheels. Headlights at night have improvements. Memory crash fix when selecting cars. Memory crash. What I'm not seeing is any graphics stability changes. Aussie V8s were not good, but the Indy was. We did Spied. We covered the Corvette in iRacing. It's such a short one, I don't mind going back. Wreck, even Perel said some, about what? I missed what Perel had said. What are you talking about? I did not like Assetto Corsa Competizione, but in all fairness, I only tried it the first 2 rollouts when there was very, very little with it. Oh, ACC on the console. Yeah, it was really just not very, very happy with it. And it's such a fine PC game. So yeah, getting back to Assetto Corsa, I didn't like Assetto Corsa. I was not entertained by Assetto Corsa Competizione through the first 2 stages, and then I disappeared from it. And then they did more updates, came out with their full release, we'll call it. They did some patches, some updates. You had the DLC of the Intercontinental pack. You had the DLC of the GT4 pack. You had more updates and patches. And when I tried it very recently, because of the Assetto Corsa console, if it hadn't been for it being released on the consoles, I'm not sure that I would have jumped back into it again. It was wanting to compare the two, because when I got on the console version, I thought, this is rubbish. What are my memories of the PC? When I did that, yeah, it was a different sim to me, and one of my favorites now. Cranky. See, some people can and cannot. Like, today I'm going to be riding on a Logitech G923. And I'd even race on it. I'll race on it all week. I don't mind. I have total faith in my ability to race on this steering wheel. The true force, Joa. The Force True. The Simpit Force True wheel, 2021. But yeah, I can switch back and forth. But the Accuforce is a unique wheel in its own. It's so unique to the direct drive wheel market that I can understand that statement. Going from a other one, I love direct drive wheels. There are things about direct drive wheels that are absolutely wonderful. And there are a couple of things that are not wonderful. And Devin mentioned one of them. You know, this Logitech, one plug, wheel pedals, and if I had a joystick, that as well. Plug it into the computer, it works. Plug it into the console, it works. It's compatible with every game on the market. No ands, ifs, or buts. And when you look at True Force, when you look at direct drive wheels, that's not the case. Yes, Road Rally Race, this is the one. This is the one. So true. And there are so many things, in motor racing, equipment, you can blame equipment. But like in golf, in sim racing, in what other things come to mind where it just doesn't matter. Give me good clubs, give me bad clubs. I suck the same. For the most part, bicycling. I mean, if you're really awesome, you're not going to win the Tour de France on a Schwinn. But if you're really awesome, it's going to be very obvious even though you're on a Schwinn. And then someone's going to be very quick to give you some fancy carbon fiber bike, and all of a sudden you're going to climb like a billy goat. So, all right, so Assetto Corsa Competizione. rFactor 2 roadmap. rFactor 2, finally an update. They've been a little quiet lately. Roadmap August 2020 development works. Looks like the Aston Martin. They released their new stock cars last month. Content. We're getting close to both the Bentley Continental GT3 and the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo, which will make a total of 13 different GT3 cars in rFactor 2, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Now, when they say 13, are those 13 evenly matched? I don't know. In view of that, we are also updating the balance of performance for each of the cars, some of which have had some significant makeovers. We look forward to sharing more details over the next few weeks. So, who is the better GT3 sim at this point? Is it Assetto Corsa Competizione, or is it rFactor 2? Hey, Heiko. I missed a few people walking in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today, the G923 Sim Pit Show. Anybody tuning in on YouTube, I've been on the air since 8 o'clock, so about an hour and a half. We were on the air an hour and a half ago unboxing the Logitech G923 wheel. It's sitting right here on my desk. And as soon as we're done with the pit stop, we're going to go back on SimPit Live on Twitch, back to installing it on the rig and getting out and doing some driving. So just if you know, you're sitting there watching us on YouTube, I see you guys over there. You're definitely going to want to tune in today for SimPit Live on Twitch. All right, so these are work in progress Nordschleife. Nice. Competition, as announced, preparing Season 2 of the GT Series in both Pro and Challenge. Drivers in relegation event. Okay, Race 1. So they had some racing going on for their top series. And that's about it. So, there you go. If you want to read all the details on the dev update for roadmap, I should say, for rFactor 2 from Studio 397, I have the link to that in the description of the show on YouTube. See, there is an advantage to YouTube. They have the links to all the stories we're talking about. I have not driven them yet. Are the Formula E cars already in? This post yesterday confused me. And forgive me for not having looked for Formula E cars. I've been running my career mode in the sequence that Project Cars 3 has presented it to me. Formula E comes to Project Cars 3 with its Gen 2 cars hitting 100 kilometers in 2.8 and 280 kilometer top end. Choose from 6 world-class manufacturers. Audi, BMW, Jaguar, Mercedes, Nissan, and Porsche. Lopan, welcome to the machine. Thank you for following us. And that's all I had to say about Project Cars 3 at this point. Dirt, remember, if you do a qualifier for their World Series, even though you might have no chance, you will unlock and get the surprise of the Ford Fiesta. That's still going on. It's time for another week of Dirt Rally 2.0 World Series qualifiers. Gotta go fast. Reward, Ford Fiesta R5 MK2 unlocks in October. Man, Lopan, that's right. Lopan is from Big Trouble Little China. Love that movie. Love that movie. I could watch that again now. How many times? So, are you guys? Some people are totally like, will never watch a movie twice or even there are certain movies that I have probably seen 30 times. I would bet that I have seen Big Trouble in Little China 30 times. What's your over-under? I think that's all. Oh, no, I want to look at this one, a new playground. 8 hours. What do you want to create first in Dirt 5 playground mode? Tell us. I don't have any audio on this one. Devin's on the link. Baba Boothie on the link. Twister. I probably watched Twister. I watched Twister just the other day, Ohio boy. It was on TV on the weekend, I think. And I watched it again. I've probably seen Twister 12 times. Nah, 9 times. 9 times for Twister. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. 40? 50? Dennis 50 times for Big Trouble? Jungle Book, you watch it for you, or do you have kids, Neo? BTILC. Kim Kardashian in her prime? What am I missing? Wayne's World. There's another one. Yes. Braid Runner. Oh, I used Phoebe Cates. Man, I was so infatuated with Phoebe Cates. Fridays. Oh, I've watched Fridays many a time. Many a time. Damn! Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, I've seen Smokey and the Bandit at least 15 times. Yeah, Cranky, I'm the same way. It's comedies that I can watch. Half-Baked. I've seen that a few times. A few. Formula One. If you missed their news about the upcoming livery updates, you can read more here. F1. F1 2020 Spa Sport Update Sneak Peek. You're going to have updates from both McLaren and Renault liveries. This is because of Spa, or along with Spa. Along with fixes and optimizations in the sim as well. So, they have a write-up. Squirrel. The red bikini. I did a video on YouTube. So if I go to the SimPit YouTube and I do don't watch, don't click. Did I put an apostrophe on the don't maybe? Here it is. Clickbait. Do not watch. Had 2,000 views. It was just me. I was in a cynical mood. Alright, anyway, I put that as the thumbnail to that video. That was a little game I played on myself, I guess. I watched it 2,000 times. Yes, that's exactly it, Joa. Alright, WRC9. An update regarding the WRC9. All live codes, which are part of the digital deluxe edition of WRC9. I'm going to give you an update, blah, blah. You will soon be able to claim your code through a dedicated website, which will be available in the coming weeks. So that's what they're saying about WRC9. I'm not sure what that is. WRC9 controllers? Yeah. And I think that's all I had from there. Wait, that was new. Every time... Oh, that's just somebody else doing... looks at it. Okay. Baba Boothie, this Thursday is tomorrow. Yeah, well, that is exactly what the test was. Okay, Reiza Studios. Our August development update is now live, bringing plenty of fresh info about the latest and upcoming developments to AMS2. Read all about it. Read all about it. Read all about it. And we will. Automobilista 2, August update. Hello, month of August has been buzzing, blah, blah. Bring it all up to spec. It's not about bringing in new content. However, as with the Automobilista 2, we continue to strive to keep every car and track up to a reasonable standard so that the package works as a whole, as this will be important for what will come later on in its development cycle. So, Spielberg historic receiving updates. More of the older content should receive similar revisions. So as they're releasing new content and updating things, they are going back to previous content, making sure that it's compatible. Interesting. Supporting your old content as well as your new content. Other upcoming developments. Ooh, look at this. Is that what a worksheet for a development company looks like, by the way? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing that is. Cool, cool. Automobilista 2 Premium Track Pack includes 2 Premium Track Pack DLCs already released. Hockenheim and Silverstone. Not part of the 2021 Season Pass. Wait, this pack does not include the tracks featured in the future expansion packs or okay. Giving credit where credit is due. Give a shout out to Slightly Mad Studios and their considerable contribution in the making of Automobilista 2. Not just for developing a great sim racing engine and licensing it out to a small studio such as their own, giving out well over 1 year of continuous support. So, hey, thank you. Thank you to them. Most unusual in the gaming industry and from... they are also thanking ISI. So, good for them. You know, you gotta love the guys at Reiza. They're a class act. I'm... Alright, what else? What else? And then we gotta get back to our Logitech Wheel Fun, right? Here we go. RaceRoom. In addition to the daily ranked races, we are trying out weekly endurance races. First one being the GT3 at Daytona, coming Tuesday. This is posted just 5 hours ago, so that's this upcoming Tuesday. There will be multiple servers for drivers with different ratings, and the top split will be streamed live on their Twitch channel. No commentary. This is the new, so they have their daily ranked races, but now they're trying out weekly endurance races at a specific date and time. First one being GT3 at Daytona this coming Tuesday for you race roomers out there. And that's all we have from them. Ricmotech just showing off another home-built RS1 designs. First thing I saw, by the way, was the pinball machine. I'm jealous. I'd like to have a pinball machine. The second thing I noticed was the dog bed. And the third thing I noticed was best dad ever. Good for you. And a nice looking RS1 cockpit. That's the DIY plans. You order them from Ricmotech, and they literally sell you plans that are so large that you just glue them to a piece of wood and start cutting around, and then it comes out this awesome in the end. So there you go. There you go. What else? Tony Stewart adds to his legendary legacy with new dirt racing game. After the success and critical acclaim of their first video game, Tony Stewart and Monster Games have been listening to fans' feedback and working on their next installment. Tony Stewart's All-American Racing will be available for download on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Steam on September 4th. That's 2 days from now. So, if you didn't get enough for the first one, now you're going to get even more. This time it's going to be called Tony Stewart's All-American Racing. And that looks like some unlicensed content. That does not look like dirt to me. I don't know. That looks like pavement painted brown. Oh, is this official? Oh, I have that one already. I have that one, Devin. Thank you. In fact, here you go. Sony Explorers bringing PlayStation exclusives like Gran Turismo to the PC. You know, Microsoft's been doing this for a while with Forza, and it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to play Gran Turismo on the PC. Cranky, I say that about children and dogs, even though I love my dog. The best children are like your best friend's kids, right? The best dogs are your friend's dogs. Yeah, GT on the PC would be very amazing. So, report reveals the PS4 is still selling well. While they're still patiently awaiting some new... I haven't read this yet. This just came in. I mean, I got it right before the show went live. I was unboxing, but The report reveals... However, it's this paragraph in the section on strategic direction that catches the eye. So this is GT Planet speculating, all right? SIE aims to achieve robust revenue growth by accelerating the virtuous cycle that has been established for the PlayStation platform. This entails increasing active users and playtime, enhancing network services, and reinforcing content IP so that consumers select PlayStation as their platform of choice. Targeted outcomes include growth in active users, stronger retention, and shorter... We'll explore... Okay. Expanded cash flow can be expected. We will explore expanding our first-party titles to the PC platform in order to promote further growth in our profitability. So there you go. Sony has already ported one of its first-party PlayStation Studios title to PC. Horizon Zero Dawn from Guerrilla Games appeared on PS4 back in February 2017 and hit the Steam store on PC earlier this month. So there you go. There you go. Amir. Yeah, that would be good. And it looks like they've already done it with that already done title, Horizon Zero Dawn. So there's already a move in that direction. So, very cool. Very cool news. All right, we are getting towards the end of the show. Now, I've done no research. I know nothing about. The big news in the gaming industry across the board isn't just for us sim racers, but Nvidia GeForce RTX 30 series. So the next gen Nvidia cards are on their way. I've heard some amazing things on what these new cards are going to do, but more importantly, when you would have expected, these cards outperform the 20 series from what I've seen and read and heard already. And what's really amazing to me is, if anything, they took a price downward. They've gotten cheaper. I think the new cards are actually cheaper than the launch prices for the 20 series, if I'm not mistaken. So I was not upset. I mean, I'd love to see things get cheaper, but as of now, they look like they're certainly no more expensive, which is a good thing. And we've already seen a price reduction in the 20 series. And Tofi says, and I agree, hold out until real benchmarks. Right now, we're just kind of working on what they're saying. And we know what that gets us. Tofi, a 2080 Ti was $1,700. I paid $1,700 for my water-cooled 2080 Ti. So I think, yeah, $1,700, $1,700. Seeing used 1080, man, if you can get a 1080 on a good deal, that's still such a great card. Um, 3070 is supposedly a $500 2080 Ti killer. That's what I've been hearing, Brian. So, we'll see. Like Tofi said, or who said? Was it Tofi? Yeah, like Tofi said, hold out until we have real benchmarks, you guys. And here's the other thing. I mean, unless you're absolutely have to, I would wait till the price, you know, and launch price is always one thing. Anyway, 39-minute video from Nvidia. You know, not to point a finger in the Ohio, but I think that iRacing typically lets the new car be a little dominant for like half a season. I'm not going to say why they might do such a thing, but I have a feeling that'll probably be the go-to GTE car. But here's the other thing. Because it's the new one, so many people go to it, and you'll have a lot of people really putting time and energy into setups. So how much of it is the time and energy and enthusiasm versus maybe a slight advantage? But I can see that car being very, very liked and very used and very successful in iRacing. Anyway, you can check it out. All right, cool. Couple Simrigs and some sim racing news, and then we're gonna get back to work on the rig. Okay, so I can't remember this one, but I've seen it before. This was posted by Snoop 8Ball. This McLaren wheel. Anyone remember this? Does anyone know what this thing is? I do not. I remember there being a McLaren wheel. I've never touched this wheel. Did the gauges do anything, or were they just static gauges? Was the shifter a joke, or was it a flappy? And those pedals certainly look like a joke, but does anybody remember this one? I don't think that's a Fanatic. It looks very Mad Catz to me. Yeah, I definitely don't remember it. Yeah, look at the gauges. And compatibility. What is this connector? Why does that look like an HDMI? That looks like a USB, and that looks like an HDMI, doesn't it? What's that all about? Xbox? Oh, the original Xbox plug. Anyway, this was a stumper for me. Can't say I've ever used it, tested it, or anything. Almost has an Act Labs look about it with the base, funny enough. Is that a Mad Catz logo? I couldn't see clearly enough. I thought so, Neo. Alright. Cheap button boxes. Look at this one. So this is just an Insignia 10 keypad. See? There's your enter key. So it's turned on its side. And then he did a 3D printed keycaps. Just made little caps that he put on the keys. And that is a super cheap. Super cheap. Yeah, I couldn't read it though, Cranky. So if you're looking for a cheap idea, that is a good one right there. Just a little quick 10 key, some 3D printed. I like it. Well done. Even cheaper, I guess. Different 10 key with just some stickers put on it. $9 DIY custom button box. Figuring out the best way to map it. He's going to use custom keys. Obviously, we don't need that in good Sims. He's playing some F1. What else? Anybody who runs a T300, and do you have a cooling issue? Anyway, check this idea out. Here, just put a monster fan. He didn't even cut a hole in the case for the fan. He just put it right on top of the vent. Kind of interesting. Sticky notes for the win. Oops. The racing shoes. Those look like my stretchy shoes. I have a pair of shoes kind of like that. Those are some old man slippers right there. I get accused of that all the time. Then this one. From newest to oldest. My Simrig journey. That's where it started with the playseat. I remember this guy. Oh, look at his doggy. So that's what it used to be. There's his original wood rig. Then he went to the Playseat Challenge. And now he's on a P1S rig. Yeah, we've seen his posts. He calls it a rig metal chassis. Yep, Heiko, exactly. Hey, Belly, how you doing? I'm wearing my Adidas So I have a trick. I like buying running shoes and then making the laces so loose that I can slip them on. That's my big trick as an old man. I love running shoes because they're the best compression you can get, and they are usually the most comfortable, and they're usually the lightest shoes, and they're also usually the best ventilated, usually a lot of airflow. So I love running shoes for everyday shoes, and I wear them like slip-ons. All right, what else? What else we got? Here we go. I just like this one because he built a platform. I'm a big fan of platforms. This is by 619 Rebel. I'll most likely never able to drive in real life because of his visual impairment. I'm sorry for that, buddy. So I went to the next best thing. What do you all think of my setup so far? You know, it does not, just to make you feel better, if it does make you feel better, I will never get to drive in real life. Well, I do drive. I'll never drive professionally in real life. Because I suck, or, well, I don't suck, I'm just not good enough. So don't feel bad, but I'm glad you have a different platformer avenue. Anyway, what is this rig? I've never seen one of these. Do you guys know this rig? It's got Fanatic stickers on it, but a Logitech wheel. I don't know this rig. It's a trippy rig. Anyone? I don't think that's a Fanatic rig. Those are just Fanatic stickers that he probably got with his pedals, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, if anyone knows that rig, please tell me. I'm intrigued. And that takes us to some sim pit business. And then, because I sock. Looks custom, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I'm impressed. It's a nice looking rig. It's a really nice looking rig. The Hunter Call of the Wild. I thought I saw horns. Red Dead Redemption. What do you play? We like to see what you play. Depends on your pedals, TFR. I think if you have certain pedals, it's essential. When I first started doing this, you know, if I was at a trade show, that's how you could spot a real sim racer, was by them taking the, you know, if the shoes sitting next to the rig. But now that we're in the age of even these pedals, I mean, like right now, this Logitech brake is too strong for the rubber to hold the pedals in place. I think I could sock these pedals, but not by much. All right, you guys want to see some weirdness? There is some weirdness. This is the Tuesday Night Mustang League. And some of the shenanigans going on. Anyway, I think I have a video of this. Where's my video of that? Nope, nope, not that. This one. Here we go. I so want to unmute you just to know what you're saying. It's a GTR simulator rig. That's right, I remember that. There's everyone jumping the jump at Bathurst together in the Mustangs. Mike, it's hump day. Mike, guess what day it is? Mike, if you have a PC and it's ready to go, absolutely on the PC. If finances are a difficulty and you have a PlayStation, that's a fine place, man. Get yourself some Gran Turismo and rip it up. And then at some point you'll want, if you're really into it on a simulator level, you're probably going to want to step up or move over to the PC. But yeah, and usually if you have a PC, you're probably only a graphics card away from from racing. It's hump day, Thunder. Anyway, after yesterday's race at Bathurst, Jason got in the Sim Pit Mustang series that runs on Tuesday nights. A lot of you guys run in that series. Jason Gata leading the way with 67 points. Brandon Skinner in second with 258, and Roger Clark in 246. Brandon Carl, Zoran Radosovic, Zoran Radosovic, sorry, Zoran. David Clymer, Lonnie Jameson, Anthony Morano Jr., David Blair, and Kenneth E. Stepp are our top 10 in that series. Just reminder coming up, so on September 10th, we'll start doing sign-ups for both the SimPit Oval Series, the ARCA Series, and the SimPit LMP2 League. Sign-ups for both of those will begin on September 10th. As we have finished both those, we're going to have some practice races in their time slots. So that'll be Friday nights for practice races for next season's ARCA. If you want to get in and you haven't raced with us, you're going to want to start hanging out and getting your name known, because we will accept returning drivers, patron members, and then sort of like people who we think will be around for the season. So that means if you are known or have presence, that'll go a long way, I'm sure, when Amir's picking people from the public. LMP, the SimFit LMP2 League also starts up on, well, September 27th, signups on the 10th. And what else? Just released today at SimPit was this week's track guide by Baba Boothie, Devin Baba Boothie. The SimPit Weekly Track Guide. This time it's the Mazda MX-5 at Scuba Season 3 2020 with Booth. So you can check that out right here at the SimPit, and he's giving you his tips and tricks on how to get the car around that one. A lot of time to be made up at Scuba in something even as simple as the Mazda. So if you're trying to get faster there, definitely step over. And that takes us to this, the Logitech True Force. If you guys seen my, thank you Joa for the great artwork that we've been using for our True Force streams. Right now, I'm going to end the right now, I'm going to end the pit stop. I am to the end of the news. We've had a great show, almost made an hour. You guys had some great conversation. You had some great questions, some great comments. I appreciate that a ton. But the real party is going to be over at SimPit Live on Twitch. And I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to end the stream here on YouTube. I'm going to take a little break there on Twitch. And then as soon as I get back, we're going to get right back to installing, setting up, and testing the Logitech G923, the True Force. Feel the future of e-racing, specific to e-racing, I guess. So if you're not an e-racer, then maybe, I don't know, are they calling e-racing? That's not e-sport, that's e-racing. Senna, great name, Senna0202, welcome to the crew, welcome to the machine. Anyway, that is going to do it for now. We are going to take that break. Mario Andres 1012, welcome to the crew. Thank you for joining. Like I said, we're going to bring this one to an end, and then we're going to be finishing things up at SimPit Live on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to thumbs down if you hate what we're doing here. Go ahead, thumbs down. I got thick skin. Thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Be sure to subscribe so you can hear or see when the review of this wheel comes out on YouTube. And be sure to follow us on Twitch as well. And most of all, tell a friend. And all I can do beyond that is thank you for being here. Thank you for making it fun to do this show. Wild Dog, thank you for joining the crew. Welcome to the machine. That's going to do it for today. Happy Hump Day. Get out there, do some sim racing. This is the SimPit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.